What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 85 of Smack Talk here at smarkoutmoment.com. I'm your host, as always, Tony Mango, and with me this week we have Miguel Leon, Mike Payton, Braden Mayhew, Chris Jester, and Michael Burhan.
Guys, you know what I learned this week?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Relic, the professional wrestler from TNA, if you spell his name backwards,
It's killer. Yes.
You knew? Why did you tell me?
Yeah.
Dun,
'Cause
dun,
I thought his
Ray,
friend
you're a
was
bad
best-
friend. How could you not tell him that?
Oh, I know.
You learn new things every day.
You spoiled the Did You Know for this episode.
No, you can always say, who was it? Who was Relic? That's the better
I
question.
was going
Johnny
to,
the
but
Bull.
now I'm just not. You know what?
I think it was
Screw you
next.
guys. I'm going home.
If you are interested in knowing more, a little bit more at least, about Relic, you can check out Keeping Kayfabe's last episode, by the way. Before we get into talking about everything that's going to happen with the pay-per-view, which is our kind of main focus this week, we've got obviously hot tags coming up in part 2, but we also have the Ask Him. So, who got the Ask Him right last week?
I'm just bringing that up right now. That just totally skipped my mind. Oh my god.
Even though there was a little note down there that says, did you double check?
I don't read, Tony. You know I'm like dyslexic.
We know
He
that you
doesn't know
don't
how
spell.
to read, or spell, or write.
Hey, your mum says I can write.
You want to know who else?
I don't know how my
knows
mom
that?
would know that. Like, it's such a...
Because I write all over her face. What?
What?
Blam.
Exactly what?
Lamb. Writing a kisser. Okay, I'm just loading up. Sorry, folks. I'm really bad at researching this week. I don't even know what time of day it is at the moment because I haven't had much sleep.
Clocks work.
Oh.
It worked like clockwork.
It's not like
Your
going
hand,
to
you
bed.
had one job. You had one job.
Okay. In the link with Keeping Kayfabe, as you guys know, the question was pretty simple. It was, what's the name of the pay-per-view that Kane fought Shane McMahon in the ambulance match, and who was the person that he tombstoned to piss Shane off?
Ooh.
Okay, so first one's the Habit Man making his return. He hasn't been around for a while. Hey, Habit Man. He said it was Linda McMahon, and I don't even know why they even bother bringing her back. Well, you know, that's what they do. They bring her back just to tombstone her. Okay, JBO had around 4 says, I don't know why, but I think I would get along with Sheamus. Okay.
Remember
Thanks
that
for
was part of the mailbag. It was what person do you think you could be good friends with in WWE? So that was out. That wasn't an answer for the Ask Him.
Watchman King 67 said Linda McMahon at Survivor Series. The Rosa Show WWE said, I am going to take a guess and say Linda McMahon. iCurry said, I have no idea, but I'm going to guess it was Vince. Great one, iCurry. You get my disdain, so twat. And I'm trying to find out who else has said it. And yes, John Bruce, I do look Armenian.
Armenian? I thought you were Spanish.
Awesome Piano Man thinks I'm Spanish, and I'm a girl, apparently. And I like to eat kielbasas backstage. I think that's everybody. If I didn't mention your name, guys, I apologize. Again, I am
Please apologize to me. I was a viewer last week and I got it right.
I'm extremely, extremely tired. Braden, you're part of the show. I can't acknowledge you on there. Sorry. So there you go, guys. And now today's Ask Him, pretty much the same as last. I usually keep it in the same time of Keeping Kayfabe, but this week it was a TNA match, and we know how I feel about TNA.
Yay.
So we're gonna do a nice little fresh one. Firstly, I ask a question, we see if the hosts can get it, and then I ask that links into the second question, which I ask yourself. So we'll go for that. Okay, for this week, we're gonna go a bit Attitude Era. Right. So we know Shane McMahon has won certain championships in the WWE. Can you name them? And who did he beat to get them?
He won the European title, didn't he?
Correct.
And I just can't fucking remember who he beat. I'm gonna throw out a random thing of X-Pac, but
It was.
Oh, it was?
He did beat
I know he's won the hardcore title.
And who did he defeat for that?
RVD?
Nope.
No, this was
Damn.
This is post Attitude Era. No, RVD was post. I don't
It was
know.
Steve
The person
Blackman.
he beat was pretty nifty with a kendo stick.
Steve Blackman.
Yes.
I said that.
Somebody has to do his outro.
I was
And were those the only
That
two
sounds
titles
like
he ever
you
won?
having sex with yourself.
I gotta admit, when I got into wrestling in mid 2000s, I was the biggest Steve Blackman mark. I thought
I
he was.
love Steve Blackman. I thought Steve Blackman should still be back in the WWE now.
Yeah.
Damn it, we need more Blackman. We need more head cheese.
No, we have enough. Oh, never mind.
I gotta admit, I didn't appreciate his. At the time. I didn't
Joke.
appreciate his tag team with Grandmaster Sexay. But looking back on it, it did have some fun moments.
I loved him more with head cheese with Al Snow. That was the best
Well,
tag
Al
team.
Snow. I mean, of course.
Right, okay, so now we've got that all figured out. So we know that Shane McMahon won the European Championship and the Hardcore Championship. Now we're going to go to WCW with that to link in with that. Because we all know Shane purchased WCW on the infamous day where the whole WCW versus WWE feud started. Who was the final WCW champion on the final Nitro? Leave your comments at the bottom, guys. And for an extra point, can you also tell me who that person tagged with in his career?
Oh,
there you go.
This should be easy for them. Curry should definitely get this one for sure.
Yeah, and Curry, I have to say again, you scorn my proverbial dick is slapping you.
Curry.
Well, hold on. Can I add an addendum to that, like a third question? Because I think they're gonna get.
I don't know. They might not.
I think they're
for
gonna
the
get that
third
second question, but I've got a third question to ask. Then, if that's going to be the case, you can answer it if you want, but it's just a little. It's just food for thought.
No, you will have to answer it, guys.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm an asshole. Go on.
All right. If you can figure out who the final champion was for that Nitro, who was that guy's opponent? Who did he get the belt from?
There you go. Tell us what you guys think your answers are for that. We will update you next week if Burhan decides to do it.
Hey, you know what? I've been extremely busy this week, and I do apologize. Though, shouldn't neglect smack talk duties.
Not at all. You're gonna get released just like Matt Stryker.
We got to talk about that.
He's marking out, bro.
I was Tony's pet project, and now he's got another flavor of the month. Jest is his new flavor.
Well, you should still have a secure job. I mean, Sin Cara's still working, and he was a pet project.
So let us know what you guys think the answer is for that, and we'll tell you next week who got it right and who got it wrong. And
if I'm back next week, and if I'm not, that's when I'm keeping kayfabe.
And that'll bring us into, which is of course just to run down the Bleacher Report card, the articles that I wrote this week that you guys can check out. Fantasy booking WWE Payback, what should have happened, which got a lot of people going, oh fuck this shit, everything was perfect. WWE Payback 2013, who were the 5 stars of the event, and that caused a lot of controversy with Caitlyn. Apparently, a lot of people thought that she was like, now she's become like the best wrestler in the history of the company.
Speaking of Caitlyn, how many bloody people are trying to show like a blown up picture of her boob popping out? What is wrong with you people?
Spoiler alert for the hot tags.
Besides, the only one worth looking at is the one from Raw a couple years ago with Jackie. That's the only one worth looking for.
And finally, WWE Money in the Bank 2013, ranking every Money in the Bank cash-in to date. So if you're interested in checking out which ones I thought were better than the others, and what I kind of consider a good Money in the Bank cash-in, read that one. Go back and read all the other ones and all that other kind of stuff. And we're going to roll on to part 2 with the Hot Tags Weekly News of Wrestling.